10 days into the Obamacare official start, many insurers and consumers are not happy. Joining me now, Bob Leshevsky. He's an insurance industry insider and former insurance executive. Bob, why?
Well, the insurance companies, the consumers have been handed a bad deal here. Healthcare.gov, as you know, was severely broken.
But what specifically? We knew all that. What's the latest?
Well, the latest is because Healthcare.gov was broken, now as people try to get their insurance bills, get them paid, go to the doctor, that sort of thing, call their insurance company's 800 number, they're not getting good service.
Is it happening? I mean, do you have any specific examples?
Well, yeah, there are plenty of examples in the press. Today there was a Los Angeles Times article that documented a number of circumstances. The fundamental problem here, Megan, is most of the enrollment came in the last 2 weeks of December. It takes the insurance companies 2 to 3 weeks to process enrollment in a normal time. So they haven't had the amount of time they need to process the enrollment. They're dealing very often still with inaccurate data. They're not able to reconcile the information they're getting from healthcare.gov.
Jay Carney said today that he believes the administration has aggressively addressed the so-called back-end issues of the website, that the website is being repaired, and that he says that of the 1.1 million individuals who have enrolled in private insurance on the federal exchanges, only 13,000 are problematic.
I'm hearing from health plans that upwards of 5% of the latest enrollments are still coming through with data problems. I'm hearing that they've got a number of things that haven't been corrected from earlier enrollments. They can't do a reconciliation with the federal government because there's no system to reconcile the federal data and the insurance company data.
They're still doing it by hand?
That's right. And they can't do what are called adds and deletes. If, for example, someone has a baby, healthcare.gov can't put the baby on the new health plan. If someone has a big cut in their pay and they therefore are entitled to a bigger subsidy, healthcare.gov can't grant them the higher subsidy. Right, they can't do any changes.
Let me ask you one other question, and that is the insurance giant Humana is now blaming Obamacare for an adverse mix of enrollees. And they're saying that the risk pool is unbalanced thanks to the president's so-called fix, where he tried to basically make his promise, if you like your health care, you can keep it, come true. That, according to one of the architects of Obamacare, Bob, he told me, a couple of weeks ago, when the insurance pool is unbalanced and you've got too many sick people in and not enough healthy people, that could be the beginning of the death spiral, which basically means the end of Obamacare. Is it just Humana? Are other insurance companies saying that?
No. Well, what's going on here is they've signed up about 2 million people. There are more than 20 million people that are eligible for this program. So they've signed up less than 10% of the uninsured. There's no way you can possibly have a sustainable risk pool until you get to probably about 70% of the people. So they are off to a very bad start in terms of having a sustainable risk pool here. The fundamental problem is that many people who are uninsured today are passing on buying the insurance because it costs them too much of their after-tax income.
Wow.
And they're looking at deductibles of $2,500, $4,000. So people are saying the value isn't here. If we don't get the uninsured signing up for this, and so far we can only be sure we've got the sick uninsured signing up, this thing is not sustainable. They've got a lot to prove here.
That's the death spiral. Bob, thank you.
Good seeing you.